Hello, my name is Diane Morrison, and I am a QHHT Practitioner and a Moderator for the QHHT Official Global Forum. And I'm here today to talk about a couple of things people have questions about before they schedule a QHHT session. And one of the things that they often ask is, well, first, one of the great things about a QHHT session is that you come with a list of questions that you want answers for. These questions can be about anything. So people often ask, what kind of questions should I ask when I come for my session, and what should I put on my list? So often I just say, think about your life, reflect on your life. And one of the first things that people often think about is if they're having any difficulties in any area of their life, like relationships or work or things like that, put those on your list. Also, one of the greatest things about a QHHT session is that a lot of healing happens, and people want to know about how they can heal themselves. And so physical ailments or physical conditions, illnesses, injuries, things like that are great things to ask about in a QHHT session, because if it's appropriate, the higher self will complete the healing right there in the session instantaneously, and it is really a wonderful experience to have. So put questions about physical health and well-being, mental health, well-being, and other areas of your life. If you've had any kinds of interesting experiences in your life that you haven't been able to make sense of too, those are fun things to explore in a QHHT session. So now I think you get the idea of that. Pretty much any question can be asked, and the answers that will be given will be appropriate for you. Whatever your questions are, you will always get an answer that is for your highest good, and that we can count on. And if anything isn't appropriate for you to know at this time, the higher self will lovingly let you know that it isn't time, and then we'll find out why not, and you can be working on something after your session, and then maybe you can ask again at a later date. So those are the kind of things. Pretty much anything goes. Anything that you're wondering about or curious about is a good type of question to put on your list before you come to the session. All right. So the next question people often ask is, am I going to be able to do this? And that's one that we love to answer, because everyone can do QHHT. It's very easy and it's very natural. In fact, we're just using a natural process that people do every day anyway. And so when I'm in a fun mood, I often say to people, first of all, of course you can do QHHT. And then I often ask them, do you go to sleep at night? Sometimes they say, I have trouble with that. So I say, well, do you ever go to sleep at night? Do you ever sleep? And then they say, well, yes, of course I sleep. And that's when I tell them about the natural process that we go through every day before we go to sleep. And QHHT is very much like that natural process. And we just talk about different brainwave states that we're in, very natural states of consciousness that we're in every day, and we fluctuate in and out every single day. And there generally are 4 natural brainwave states that we talk about. Beta being awake and alert, alpha being a very light level of relaxation, or trance people call it. And the next level is theta brainwave state, which you're in twice a day naturally, right before you go to sleep and right before you wake up in the morning. And of course, delta is sleep state. So we're going to just have a natural experience during a QHHT session, which we're going to almost induce the theta brainwave state as if we're inducing a pregnancy or a birthing of a baby. We're just going to induce it at a different time of day, because I joke about, I'm not going to come to your house at night when you go to sleep and you're naturally in this state. So we're going to just make it happen when you're in the session. Very natural, very easy. You're going to relax down. The only difference is we're just going to have you stay in theta. And we're going to just have a nice conversation while you're in that deeply relaxed state, so that you'll not go into a sleep state. We'll just kind of have a holding pattern right in theta brainwave state. And it's easy and it's natural. And that's what we like to tell people. There's nothing really unusual about it. It's just we're going to have an experience while you're relaxed deeply. And it's a wonderful experience, and you're going to be able to know different aspects of yourself. It's lovely, and everyone can do it. And so we like to reassure people so that they understand this is easy, it's natural, and it is a wonderful experience. So I guess those are the 2 questions that we just want to talk about today. So We hope that you will explore QHHT, and you can look on the official QHHT website, QHHTofficial.com, and find a practitioner near you if you'd like to experience this wonderful technique, and we hope you do. Thank you.